Tonight's top story: should North Dakota legalize medical marijuana? And why in the world are we allowing the FDA to drug down our kids? Good evening and welcome to 630 Point of View. I'm Chris Berg. Thanks so much for joining us. As many of you know, last legislative session here in North Dakota, there was a bill to actually legalize medical marijuana here in our state. Obviously, it did not pass. So now a group known as the North Dakota Committee for Medical Marijuana is going to you, the public, to find out if you would vote yes or no to legalize medical marijuana right here in North Dakota. They're hoping to have this thing on the ballot for the general election in 2016. Now, for many of us, we hear legalized medical marijuana. We might think, no way, marijuana has been illegal all of our lives. Why should we legalize it now here in the state? Yet, we allow the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, to be lobbied by a gazillion different groups to greenlight drugs that are killing tens of thousands of Americans every single year. Quick question: do you know how many people died from a marijuana overdose last year, or really any year before that? It's a big fat goose egg. Zero. No one has died from using too much medical marijuana, or really any marijuana, at least from smoking or that kind of stuff for that matter. And keep in mind, the predominant purpose here, obviously, for medical marijuana is to help people that are experiencing very excruciating, extreme pain and or seizures. So many people are kind of iffy or uncertain if we should be legalizing medical marijuana. And maybe, look, I'm not an expert in this, but maybe justifiably so, they are a little bit iffy. And check this out. This, to me, I don't know why there's not more outrage, but last week, the Food and Drug Administration, they approved, I can't even believe I'm saying this out loud, OxyContin for kids as young as 11 years old. Now, granted, there's very strict restrictions on how you prescribe the OxyContin for kids, but do you know what OxyContin really is? At the end of the day, this thing, it's an opiate. It's essentially the same thing as heroin. So here we are, letting the FDA act as legal drug dealers, and we let them deal drugs to our kids that can essentially kill them. And I don't hear anybody really talking about this. To me, it's embarrassing. Let's check this. According to the Journal of American Medical Association, this is just in 2010, there were over 38,000 pharmaceutical drug overdose deaths in the United States alone. How many of those deaths were caused by opioid-related drugs, which is, again, essentially what OxyContin is? 16,651 people died in America in 2010 due to overdosing on opioid-related drugs that have, oh, by the way, been approved by the FDA. I mean, we are walking around right now like a bunch of sheeple going, well, yeah, if the government said we should be taking this stuff, then we must be okay. Let me just pop this pill and everything will be solved. We're allowing the government right now here in America to act like legal and lethal drug dealers. I don't know how in the world we're allowing these companies and our government to continually get away with what I'm about to show you. I see this stuff. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I don't know about you, but I am sick and tired of these just pathetic, ridiculous big pharma ads with like 60 seconds of disclaimers on how this drug's supposed to be so great for all it can do for you. And oh, by the way, then there's this.
Abilify is not for everyone. Call your doctor if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in behavior or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults. Elderly dementia patients taking Abilify have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor if you have high fever, stiff muscles, and confusion to address a possible life-threatening condition. Or if you have uncontrollable muscle movements, as these could become permanent. High blood sugar has been reported with Abilify and medicines like it. In some cases, extreme high blood sugar can lead to coma or death. Other risks include decreases in white blood cells, which can be serious, dizziness upon standing, seizures, trouble swallowing, and impaired judgment or motor skills.
Adding Abilify has made a difference for me.
People, we need to wake up. I mean, that is disgusting. They're talking about suicide, death, coma, this and the other, and then they wrap it up with, oh, and this drug's made a difference for me. Are you kidding me? And we're allowing this stuff to go on like, oh, okay, whatever. I don't understand it. But let me just remind you here, no one died of a marijuana overdose in 2010. As I mentioned before, there were 16,000 opiate overdose deaths right here in America. I know some of you might be saying, well, Chris, what about personal responsibility? And look, I completely agree with you. Nobody's forcing these people to overdose on these pharma drugs. I completely get that. My thing is, I don't understand why we continue to have them legally sell these things that we know we're killing tens of thousands of people every single year. Yet here we are outlined or freaked out about a natural plant that hasn't killed anybody that I know of from an overdose. There's zero common sense to me, except for the fact that maybe the FDA and a bunch of politicians are obviously bought and paid for by big pharma. That's the only thing that adds up. And here we are again as a nation allowing profit over people. I don't know when we're going to say enough's enough, but I hope it happens soon. We're going to continue to kill ourselves by drugging ourselves to death. Now, we asked you earlier today on our Facebook page how you felt about North Dakota legalizing medical marijuana. Here's what some of you had to say. Jody Singleton Bouchain, I do not have a problem with medical marijuana. If it can help someone with chronic pain, PTSD, cancer, or any other condition, so be it. But if the plans are to legalize it recreationally and medicinally, treat it like any other substance. Regulate and make sure laws are in place. Employers with drug tests, DUI laws, so on and so forth. That is not so hard to ask because on a federal level, it is still illegal until one day that does indeed change. Look, you and I both know this. When our government knows how to make a ton of dough off of marijuana, believe me, it will be legalized. Roy Sandy Sandstrom, North Dakota farmers could be national leaders in growing medical and in time recreational cannabis. Homegrown must be a part of any legislation to keep tax and prices from going too high, but most will buy the herb. And last one here from Ron. I don't see the voters of North Dakota legalizing smokable marijuana, medical or recreational, anytime soon. I will, however, support medicinal liquid and pill forms. And there you go. I believe, and again, I'm not a doctor, but you get high off the THC, which as far as I know is not in, obviously, the pills and things of that nature. Now, coming up at the